adjust my camera here. We're going to chat today about highly sensitive people and introverts and why they go into so much holiday stress and overwhelm, not to mention drained energy. Welcome, I am Lauren. We're going to talk about what it means to be introverted or a highly sensitive person, why the holidays are particularly hard for some of us, and most importantly, give you 2 easy to use tips you can start doing today to make this week and next week way easier for you. So, first off, what is an introvert? An introvert is somebody who just needs time by themselves to refill their energy. That's it. It does not mean that you are antisocial or that you're a shy person or that you don't like to be around people. That's a common misconception. It's not true at all. Introverts like people just as much as everybody else. They just need the downtime in between social events to refill their energy tank. How long that takes just depends on the person. A highly sensitive person is like that, but on steroids. Not only do they get a little bit drained and tired if they're going from one event after the other or don't have downtime, but they're very sensitive to the emotions and the energies in the room. So, being like that, getting a little bit tired, being a little bit rushed, guess what happens? They have emotional outbursts. They get more drained to the point of overwhelm that can lead into burnout. And a lot of times they just don't have fun at these social gatherings because they're unable to manage it. Well, that should change today with this video. So now that we know what it is, now we need to look at why this is happening. What is it about the holidays that throw us so much? Well, it's pretty obvious. It's a super busy time of year. We are under so many obligations. We'll have a lot of to-do lists. We also have a lot of holiday gatherings, or we're around our families way more than we normally are, which can sometimes be a good thing and sometimes not, depending on the dynamics. Or also, you may have an amazing family dynamic. It's just all the togetherness gets a bit much after a while. So the expectation that it should be all merriment and easy just isn't true for some of us, and that's okay. So, taking these pieces of information, let's look at an example of what that is. A little bit of a story time. Last year, I went home for the holidays, and my little nieces were so excited to take me roller skating. I had just relearned to do it after, I don't know, 30 years of not doing it, so I'm not super amazing. But I was excited to dive in and play with them. So, we got to the roller rink after spending a day with my parents. We met up with them. I hadn't seen them in a couple months. I walk into the roller skating rink. I am met with a huge energy of enthusiasm and excitement. Not bad emotions. That's another misconception that bad emotions are what drain us more. Not true at all. Just big emotions. So it was really fun. I gave everyone a hug and we got right to it. They were so excited about getting me in the roller rink that it was put on your skates super quick. Let's go, go, go. Well, I didn't take any time for my transition. I was feeling a bit rushed, and I was so drawn into their energy and their emotions, I kind of lost my own body awareness. Did okay for a little while, was roller skating around the rink. And then lo and behold, I got so tuned into what they were doing that I took a big fall and ended up spraining my wrist and spending some time in the emergency room. Not anybody's idea of a holiday fun. So it was interesting because I knew, looking back on it, but I knew even right after it that I had kind of made some tactical errors, let's say. So walking into the room, number one, walking fast, getting so tied into the energy that I kind of lost sense of myself and my body, but also the fact that I didn't take time for the transition. I know that if I had just gone to the bathroom and excused myself, sat there a little bit longer than I needed to, took a couple deep breaths, let myself reconnect to me, let the wave of the energy pass over me, it would have been a lot easier. I would have had a better sense of my body. I would have been able to move a little slower, more consciously, and I probably wouldn't have fallen. Now, this is just an example of how it can come out physically, right? Like those of you who get accident prone, I wonder how much of this is going on for you. Being so busy and so tied up around that you're not really paying attention to your body anymore. That will happen. But also, this can come out in a lot of ways with relationships, right? You start poking at somebody. You're getting agitated, you poke at them, they get agitated. Before you know it, oh my goodness, we have an argument on our hands. You go home for the holidays and you start acting like the kid that you were 30 years ago, the little bratty sister or something. And before you know it, you have tumbles out of like holiday joy into family drama. This is just some things to look out for. It can look physical, like it did for me. Can also look like relational breakdowns or communication breakdowns also. Not the fun things that holidays should be, but also what holidays are kind of known for, right? That's what happens to a lot of us when we're around families and in a busy season and not taking space for ourselves. So, easy things to do. Two things. Be aware of what we've talked about already. You function a little different as an introvert. You need some time by yourself. No shame in that. You function differently as a highly sensitive person. No shame in that either. You're just going to have big emotions roll through you that you may react to more than other people. You too need time by yourself, and both of y'all need to move a little slower so that you can have a sense of your body and a pause before maybe something jumps out of your mouth that you regret later, which happens for all of us. Pay attention to those transition times. Make sure that you're moving a little slower. If you enter a new environment, like you're coming into the holiday party, you're entering a restaurant, you're going into a shopping mall, holy moly, is that a lot of energy to walk into? Go to the bathroom for a minute. Take a couple deep breaths. Get some space to yourself. You're staying at your parents' or your family's house. You're not used to being around people all the time. Linger in bed a little bit in the morning. Take your time in the shower. Take those moments of isolation and solitude that really you need to refill your tank. And then from there, enter in with a clean slate and more merriment in a slower manner so that you don't outburst on other people. I hope this gives you relief. Share the love, please. If you have a fellow introvert or highly sensitive person in your life, send them the video so maybe they can start working with this too. Or maybe show your friends and family, like, hey, this is me. I'm going to have to practice this a little bit while I'm home. I hope that you respect my boundaries and allow me to do so. Don't forget to hit the subscribe down below and, of course, the bell notification so you can see when I go live next with some more tips and tricks. Happy holidays, and I hope you have some fun. Bye.